At best.
We
Hello
are live now.
and welcome to the Aftershow for episode 8 of Blood on the Streets. I'm deliberately talking over these nerds because they're talking about nonsense.
Hey, it's
just
very
cats.
helpful. We're just talking about our cats and what their behavior's like. It's very wholesome and like, helpful. Of course, we need
This is fair.
this to unwind from playing utter shitbags.
And Dooza, it's the internet. Cats will make the money.
It is true.
This is fair.
We need this to decompress from playing a bunch of utter shit stains and
he is a beautiful floof.
I don't understand what you're talking about. Joey has done nothing questionable or wrong in this episode.
He's done nothing wrong that's so far been on camera.
Okay, so from now on, Bear will be the face of my camera.
Oh my
I'm
god.
okay with that.
Oh, that's so cute.
It's like 100 times better.
Joey totally just didn't take an entire page out of the Nazi playbook.
Yeah, worrying that.
Joey totally didn't go full Night of the Long Knives.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Gene might have to do that bit in when the Joker worked with the Red Skull and was like, "Wait, you're actually a Nazi."
Joey is not a Nazi.
I think it's more the fact though that it's like you've managed to find the point where even Gene is like,
Wait, how does the Joker work with the Red Skull there?
It was like a crossover thing.
This was back when Marvel and DC actually worked together.
Yeah, when they were just sort of friendly rivals rather than the fucking comic wars.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And it's literally one of the best scenes where the Joker works with the Red Skull and thinks he's just, the Nazi thing is just a gimmick. Then when he finds out, oh, you're actually a real Nazi? Well, fuck you then. I may be a homicidal maniac, but I'm an American homicidal maniac.
Yeah.
I'm
not aged very well, but never mind.
I'm not a dirty comic. I'm not a dirty comic clown. I'm a dirty capitalist clown.
Then combine that with when the Joker teams up with Carnage and Carnage tries to kill the Joker because the Joker is plans too much and is too organized.
I mean, getting Carnage and Venom and any of those symbiote shit things involved always just messes things because the symbiote is just a thing.
I like the symbiotes.
I like
anyway.
They're cool, but they cannot be brought into any other existing setting because they just disrupt everything.
I don't like
that Jesus just given up. Like fuck this.
I don't like the symbiotes as a whole. But I do like Venom and Carnage as Spider-Man villains because they represent the peak foes for Peter.
Should we start again? Like, should we just?
No, we're still recording.
I will make this one because this is needed. Venom is great as a Peter enemy because he can attack Peter personally. Carnage is great because he's a mass murdering psychopath.
Sure. Okay, Ryan.
I will rant.
Ryan, like, I love you. You're great. But let's move on. Let's do the show.
Fine.
Sorry,
I agree with the points, okay?
But
it's Doozer's face. It's Doozer's face.
The reason Joey spoke to Queen Anne the way he did was he was testing her because it's like, this is genuinely a good opportunity.
Good point. Stars and wishes, Doozer.
My star is My star is I don't know. Probably.
Us finally getting our shit together?
I mean, a little bit. I don't know. I mean, trying to think of a favorite scene. I like all of them really. I don't know, can't think of one. My wish is that you also. What?
That's a cop out.
We're all wonderful.
You want us to circle back?
Stars.
No, none of that. You want us to come back to you for stars?
My star is my star is Lauren just shit stirring with the Ventru. I think that's my star. And my wish is
she was raised by the Venture. She knows how to play Venture games.
My wish is that Honestly, they will survive the bloody night because I want there to be a chapter 2. If you all die, there won't be a chapter 2. So yeah.
Yeah. So don't kill us with what's coming.
I mean, I can't promise anything. Jen, stars and wishes.
Sure, yeah. My star, I think, was the scene at the start with Timothy and Lauren having like an actual adult human conversation. Like, I don't love you, but I like you, and that's enough because we're both monsters. Like, let's try not to be monsters together. That was just very wholesome and sweet in a way that, you know, we just aren't usually. So
that was
yeah.
immediately then just like brought back down to which setting we're in with Joey talking about. And let's just go to Ireland for a field trip.
Yeah,
The Ireland stuff has been iffy. Like, I've been worried every time someone puts Ireland and trouble in the same sentence. I've just been like, let's move on.
We don't have a large enough audience for that to be an issue yet.
I know, yeah. Someone's going to dig it up in a couple of years. Like,
okay, Jen is right to be concerned, because if we ever get popular, say in 5 years, some shitlord is gonna dig through our past broadcasts, find that one thing that could be misconstrued, and then bomb us with that, and then we will go.
You want to choose a different phrasing there, buddy?
Can we not? Like,
you want to go with a different choice of wording there? Other than bombs.
To be fair, there is actually a drink called the Irish Car Bomb, which is a shot of Bailey's and a pint of Guinness.
Jesus.
Yeah, but that is a specific.
It's horrendous
specific
to
reference.
drink. It is
great.
Horrendous to drink, though. It is absolutely horrendous to drink.
At least we're not naming.
Anyway.
At least we're not naming the operation and Operation Potato.
Operation what?
Jesus Christ, Ryan.
Don't repeat that. Don't repeat that.
No,
I did not hear what you said.
That's good. Let's just move on.
And my wishes.
Turns out Guinness makes Bailey's curdle. It's like turns into like alcohol.
Yeah.
I feel like at this point Jen's wish is for the sweet embrace of death.
No.
Please.
I wish. I mean, I still wish for some good fucking violence, to be honest.
Look, we're gonna have some good fucking violence.
It's been so long. Yeah, I don't know. I also wish for more of the sort of romance stuff. I love that shit. It gets past like my heart outer shell every time. I'm just like, cool, let's go.
I want some good violence, but also romance.
I mean, this is basically we just slowly start pivoting into playing Monster Hearts, but we're all playing the vampire.
So wait, you want violence and romance? I will introduce you Cat Fedora.
Joy, Ryan, whatever. Stars and wishes.
Star. Probably the first scene was really damn good. But I can't do that one. I enjoyed my
You can have the same star as someone else. It doesn't have to be unique each time.
Okay. Yeah, so the first one with me digging at the Queen at the end, close second.
Okay, yeah.
And wish?
For the Queen to have some balls and actually do Joey's plan.
Joey's executed for heresy or some shit.
Yes.
No. Not heresy. We don't work for Mithras. She'll just execute him because she doesn't like him.
Oh, I should have actually said during Elysium the Camarilla lives, because it's the entire slogan that I was made a harpy on.
Yeah. Well.
It's specifically the Camarilla lives on.
It can be shortened.
It's the Camarilla lives, but it's scribbled in brackets is the word is on, so it's Camarilla on lives, but the on is in brackets.
That's just getting needlessly pointless. No.
Yeah.
Shadows.
Shadow.
So, my star. I like the beginning. Talk between those two. That was really cute. I also really like finally talking to my sire. And I think we skipped over most of the adorable bit of them reverting back to teenagers and just chatting.
I did like that. It's just like the work, and the wise.
Yep. Just adorable. Just 11 out of 10.
That's just embodiment of Malkavian right there.
Yeah, really. It really is. It really shows which clan we are.
Are you sure that Lucia's derangement is OCD, or is she just bipolar? Get out of the teacup.
Wow.
Her actual derangement is Jean.
That's fair. That is fair.
That is a very
as for
good
my
point.
wish, the joke wish is I wish my cat hadn't tossed my cinnamon rolls off the counter and had them land in a box so they're edible, but upside down so all of the nice cream cheese frosting is now not on them. I am very sad. That is the worst.
That is peak cat dickishness.
I mean,
I know.
Sage was trying to put his paw in my teacup, despite the fact there's nothing in it. He was just like going, oh, "What's in this cup?" It's like, no, don't, because it will fall off the table.
Yeah. She broke a glass the other night. It was great. It woke me up early. As for my actual wish, is for Jean not to die. Because otherwise, I may have to figure out how the fuck I'm getting a nuke and bombing London.
Hey, so the funny thing is, though, this could actually tie in quite nicely to just me running a Fallout campaign.
Yeah, I could.
It's like it's like, yes, you just nuked London. All right, we're no longer using the vampire rules. Everyone make a Fallout character instead.
If Jean dies, I love the idea of like a one shot or something where Lucy does have her big plan to destroy London or whatever, and someone comes in to like talk her down, or kill her, like whichever way.
It's just Lucia, it's not your fault. Lucia, it's not your fault. Lucia, it's not your fault.
He still does that anyway.
The issue here is I can't goddamn channels Jen's spirit thinking it will help. They go in, allow Jen to talk, and Jen's just like, go on, push the button, do it. Do
it, babe. Come with me.
I mean, we had that chat. That was literally what happened. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would just be... It would just be that. It would just be Jane going, do it.
Jean just wants to be together with her beloved. That's all.
Star, possibly the. Actually, yeah, definitely the opening scene. Like, I'm proud of that. That was entirely just improv for anything. Then followed just by everything that happened in Elysium. That was just fun. Especially just the bit where it's like that. I've not actually made names for these people. It's like, oh, what's this name?
Just I hate it so much. I forgot what the name of it was. Like Jeffrey Burnright or something.
Yep, Jeffrey Burnright. And that's the one where I then turned to Lucy. He's like, he's probably after your throne, and just fucked off like the bitch I am.
Shit stirring.
That's how harpies do their jobs. It's like they stir shit and see who reacts.
Yep, all stirring all available shit.
It's also why she called all the other Ventru Lucius's entourage. Wish for the plan to actually work. I have a feeling it'll probably require some dice rolls, and if things don't go well, we could end up just completely. If it requires like an actual dice roll to fly the helicopter, it's entirely possible that we just end up crashing into the Thames before we arrive.
Don't worry, Timothy's actually good at piloting.
Yes, but do the dice actually agree with you in that one?
That's a good question.
Okay, my turn for Stars and Wishes.
Did done yours?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
No, that was
Yeah.
genuinely my
Yeah,
bad.
I
I
think
thought.
Yeah, y'all skipped over me. It's cool though.
Sorry. Sorry.
We
So
can't see the
before
baby down there.
before I start with
we zoomed past the zoomer.
before we before we start with the stars and wishes, I have a cat story. So one time, Bear, this floofy boy right here,
Oh my god, that's a perfect angle. Just like no.
this floofy boy right here ran full force directly into a wall because he was hunting a fly.
Dumbass cat.
He is the exemplar of no thoughts, just vibes.
He's so good. He's just vibing though.
Anyway, my star, I actually have 2 stars. Both of them involve me.
no, how self-aggrandizing.
He is eventually.
Right.
So, but the thing is, I really enjoyed the first scene, and most of that was improv. The only thing I planned ahead was the letter bit and Timothy talking with the Shadow King, because
Yeah.
I just really enjoyed the dynamic of venturing while being apart from the Ventru.
I might need to
Yeah.
actually watch that one back on the VOD because I was just kind of like zoning out about at that point, so I'll need to watch
Yeah.
that back.
Again, when you were talking to the Shaking and he's like, "What will you do for me?" I'm like, "You should have just said, bitch, you're the reason. We're the reason you're awake. You owe us. That's what I'm paying you with, asshole."
Oh, Timothy is...
Yes, but you only woke him up because you wanted something out of him. So,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Timothy...
he doesn't know that. That's the important thing.
Timothy understands how the Nosferatu work. You give something and then you get something.
yeah.
Exactly. We gave him being awake, and he hasn't given us jack shit yet.
I mean,
No, except his
you-
pretty face.
I mean, you went and found Gwenllian. Gwenllian's the one that woke him up.
Exactly, on our behalf.
Yes. Yeah.
She never would have done it without us.
Get off!
It depends whether Gwenllian said it was on your behalf. She did, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but Timothy
so
is
what I'm
under...
hearing, what I'm hearing is that of the scenes you're in today, there was only the one with me you didn't like. That's so hurtful.
Okay, to be fair, that was a pretty good scene. I'm
Was
not
that the
just...
one in... Wait, was that the one before Elysium?
No.
that's the one when Jean rescued Timothy.
Oh yeah, no, that was good. Yeah, that was.
I'm not
especially-
just stroking your ego. I actually do really like Jean. She is just a major bitch.
My ego is so strokeable.
Yeah, work it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, work the shaft. Oh, sorry. I just like to
Can I
dirty
just
talk
end
with
the
you.
video there,
Someone
please?
sucking my-
I'm done.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I just
Yeah.
like to dirty talk when people are sucking my dick.
And there it is.
Well, now it's rated out 18. Great.
They're unlisted anyway. They're only on the Patreon.
No.
Hey, that was the Helsing
So-
reference.
Hey, I made a house.
YouTube doesn't care because even Helsing abridged episodes can get age restricted. It's
Yeah.
just-
Mhm.
Anyway, who's
You know, I
Uh,
really want Lauren to go into a feminist rant as a Helsing reference.
I would need to work on that one because it's very difficult to do completely improv.
Mhm.
Because you need to get
Anyway,
the cadence right. You need to
yeah.
get the actual framing right before you can say it.
Because let's
Yeah.
be honest, I guarantee you there are old ass male vampires who are completely and utterly sexist.
Well, I mean, the best one to do
I mean,
that too.
that's literally why House Kana exists. Kana, the
What the
Tremere, she
fuck,
got
yeah.
sick of how patriarchal the Tremere are and how sexist they are and everything. So she was
Hello.
like, fuck it, I'm going to do my own thing, and went and made her own Tremere house.
I'm gonna make my own Tremere house, blackjack and hookers.
And the
Yeah,
pyramid went, the
basically.
fuck you are.
Yeah, the Tremere
And the-
pyramid, and lol no, and started killing them all.
And then
But
been laughter.
Like-
How's that dealing with
Yeah.
you?
Basically-
you froze, so you missed whatever you said.
I said, and then the pyramid exploded, and Khan just sat back and laughed her ass off.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically Kana is the Space Wolves if they were feminists and didn't fuck dogs.
Pretty
So
much.
not the Space Wolves at all then.
Anyway,
I know nothing
So-
stars and wishes.
I
You've
just know
already done all those. Wait, my wish.
Already done.
Yeah, what you wish. What's your wish?
My wish is that this zany group of dumb fucks would get their shit together once in a blue moon.
Hey, we will do when the mission starts. When we're on mission, our group is a lot more focused.
We do it on the night.
I'm wondering whether that's an in character or an out of character thing, because let's face it, Lauren is never not on.
Yeah.
True.
Giggity.
Anyway, is there anything else to discuss?
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of random nonsense. So
What
I
is-
mean,
what-
I actually,
What is your sort of favorite story from each of you about your cats or your pets?
Ooh, can I go first?
Sure.
Okay, this isn't my story. This is my dad's story. So, my dad used to
Doesn't
live. Oh, shut up. My dad used to live on the East Coast, and his name. There were these two neighbors.
I have
One
a
of them
question.
had.
The
Yes.
East Coast, that's on the west, right?
One of the neighbors had a cat named Princess, and the other neighbor had a dog named Stupid. Stupid was a mix of a Great Dane and I think a Saint Bernard.
Ah, so Scooby Doo.
No, Scooby Doo is just a Great Dane.
So, and Stupid had a certain length of lead when he was out, and he was connected to a clothing line, which was connected to a like telephone pole. Pole. So the chain connected to the clothesline connected to the telephone pole.
Connected to their foot bone.
So the cat would walk around the perimeter of the dog's chain, and the dog and Stupid would charge, go, and then the cat would run away. One time, Stupid broke his chain and chased after the cat, but the cat jumped the fence before the dog could get him. So the owner got a new length of chain, which was about a foot longer. So Princess walked around the perimeter thinking she was safe. Stupid, having an extra foot, bit a portion of Princess's tail off.
Oh.
Ow.
So Princess then immediately ran down the street, and Stupid was chased after her. Stupid was running with so much force that he broke the clothesline. So you had to have 10 feet of chain and 30 feet of clothesline. And Stupid was at full force now. So when he got to the end of the clothesline, he ripped the telephone pole out of the ground.
Yeah, fuck with Stupid.
So you have this cat running down the main street with a
Nice
dog
one, Ryan.
dragging 10 feet of chain, 30 feet of clothesline, and a 12-foot tall telephone pole. And Stupid chased this cat down the entire neighborhood.
okay.
Princess ran into the park and threw a swing set, and Stupid finally stopped when the telephone pole got caught on the swing set.
Jesus Christ.
That is
And when all was said
fantastic.
and done, Stupid just sat there going, it's basically the dog equivalent of, well, that was fun.
I don't have anything quite so destructive, but I think the one I remember most is like two stories from my previous two cats when I was like 6 or 7. So first up was Monaco, who was like a fat black and white cat, and she was kind of bad tempered, but also like if you knew how to approach her, she was actually okay. But there was one, because she was quite fat. We used to have a rubber plant in a pot in our living room. Eventually, we just got rid of it because it was getting too big. But before we got rid of it, there was one time where Monaco was trying to jump up onto the windowsill, and what with her being quite fat, she didn't quite make it. So she got up, her front paws almost pulled her arse up, then slid backwards into the rubber tree and knocked it over. So she managed to knock over this 10-foot tall tree just by going poof, scattering soil everywhere. And it was funnily enough not that long after that we got rid of the rubber tree, because like we don't want this to happen again, because we had to actually get a carpet cleaner.
It's not
And
my
then the second one was with the other cat we had, Mog, who was Monaco's aunt. And the entire reason Monaco was called Monaco is because my dad decided it'd be a funny pun, because Monaco being Mog's niece, and he was thinking, well, Nice in the south of France is near to Monaco. That's
Terrible.
I know it is a cat named for a dad joke. But yeah, so Mog was sitting on top of the bookcases in our main living room, because it's like they're nice and tall and she could like see out the window and be like sort of safe up there. And she was sitting on, I think, a photo album, because there's like stuff on top of it. And then the photo album was like just on the edge. So I was just reading, sitting on the sofa, when I just look up in the corner of my eye, see just the cat slide off because she'd fallen asleep on this photo album that was precariously perched. So I just see this cat slide off and just fall to the ground with the photo album, and just look up, sort of look at me, realizing there was someone else in the room at the time, and just casually wandered off while I was just like breaking a rib, trying not to laugh.
You saw nothing, human.
It's like,
pretty much. You saw
cat.
nothing.
I meant to do that.
This isn't my story, but this is from my friend. Can I quickly say this story? My friend who lived in Scotland, like in a coastal town, somewhere near the sea. He had a bunny, just a small, pretty, like this bunny was like the one of its, birth, whatever you call when rabbits give birth to a lot.
Litter.
I think it's a litter.
Yeah, it's a litter for most sort of.
Yeah.
mammals.
So he got the runt of this litter. And my friend, again, he lives in Scotland by the coast, where seagulls are mutated freaks. Like I've seen pictures of the seagulls where he lives, and they look like if Popeye was a seagull.
Okay.
I mean, we have several coastal towns where we actually have signs saying "Do not feed the seagulls under any circumstances," and hold everything close to your chest, because they will swoop down and just grab it out your hands.
One of these seagulls flew down and broke into the rabbit hutch. And then when my friend came out, the seagull was dead and his rabbit was bloodied.
Yeah, no, that actually makes sense. Rabbits are quite fierce.
You don't fuck with this bunny.
Yeah, there was. This is a story from my dad and my aunt now, but back when they were in high school, and so they lived in the country, and would get trained into school. But the important thing is they lived in the country, and they had a cat that ranged outside called Tang. There was also a group of rabbits at the end of their garden that Tang absolutely refused to go anywhere near, except for the smaller ones, on account of what was colloquial, sort of known amongst the family as Grandpa Rabbit, because this rabbit was larger than the cat, and would also routinely chase the postman. So yeah, you don't fuck with rabbits. They're actually quite fierce when they want to be.
There's a reason there's that famous scene of "That's no ordinary rabbit."
On the subject of seagulls, So my gran lived by the coast for the last 30 years of her life. And she was,
Hey,
my gran was an interesting woman.
down.
She used to put out like whole fry-ups on the windowsill for like seagulls, and there was one seagull in particular.
was she
who'd
trying to
clearly
make them
be-
so fat they couldn't fly?
I mean, there was one that was amazingly big. It's like, are we sure that's a seagull? Like that could just be a dragon.
Albatross.
but, like-
Albatross.
So like it was amazing. It
Oh
was
my
like if
God.
there wasn't any food for it when it came down, like in the morning, it would knock on the window. Like I just like peck away for like hours and be like, "Where's my food, bitch?" It was so good. And then one winter, she like opened the window for it and like invited it in. A bit of a mad woman, my gran. So it
I get the
could warm
impression
up.
that nobody really told her no to things.
Yeah, no. I mean, she was amazing. But
I mean, this sounds fucking amazing, but also like, yeah, she's definitely a woman who got used to not being said no. Stop
Yeah.
it.
But yeah, she had it in for like a couple of hours and then she's like, cool, it's time to go. And then like it just left. Like this thing was practically her familiar.
Are you sure
Yeah.
your gran wasn't a witch?
Also,
No.
also on the subject of seagulls, there's a video clip I saw a while ago. So this little girl, like somebody was recording their daughter or niece or something, I guess.
Look
There's
at
no-
all those chickens.
Good God, no, but
What?
that's funny. No, it's
There's-
it's
Oi!
this little. It's a video clip of this little girl pointing at a bunch of ducks, and she goes, "Look at all those chickens."
Oh, okay. No,
Uh,
I'm trying to stop Sage from just.
But no, the video clip I'm talking about, this little girl has something in her hand, some food in her hand, and this seagull comes down, lands on the ground, and takes like half of what she's eating. And the seagull doesn't fly away because it's like, well, I'm going to try to get the other half. The little girl, however, is like, nah, bitch, fuck you, that's my food. She grabs the seagull by the head, then pulls it close, puts her hand into the seagull's mouth and pulls the food back out.
I mean, I would have got back when I was in Venice a couple of weeks ago.
Such an
about a month ago,
amazing video clip.
I was going to do the same thing because I ended up having some of my focaccia stolen by a seagull in San Marco Square. And the only
Alright.
reason I didn't reach out and grab the seagull that did it was because I had the focaccia in one hand and an Aperol spritz in the other. So I literally could not just reach out and go like, "Oh, I come back here."
I'm sure she
Oh,
did
that-
just. I'm sure she
that
did just kid by it.
That actually reminds me. This isn't a seagull story. This is a goose story.
Oh fuck
So-
yes, goose.
So for those of you who don't know, goose are sadistic fucks with feathers.
have
Geese, but
teeth.
yes.
They have teeth.
Yes. And what they do when they feel threatened is they pinch people, and it really fucking hurts.
You can
And they
also
will
train
cha-
a flock of geese to be guard animals in the same way of having a pack of dogs.
And they will chase people for like kilometers.
Yeah, this is why they make such good guard animals. Like there's actually some distilleries in Scotland where
So
they actually have watch geese on patrol as a sign on the gate.
So someone was walking, happened to be walking near a goose's nest, and this goose just came flying out honking, and this guy just literally turned around and grabbed the goose by the neck and walked away with it, holding this goose. And the goose was thrashing around. And the guy literally full force threw this goose back into the pond.
Okay, I mean that's animal endangerment, but
I
okay.
cast yeet on
Yeah.
the goose.
Yeah, I mean it's a little cruel.
To be
Goo-
fair, the goose kind of deserved it though, because like understandably it was defending its nest, but also geese are just vicious fuckers.
They're very territorial.
Yeah. Okay. You want to know how low on the morality scale birds are?
Please do tell us.
Penguins, male Adelie penguins, will mate with everything,
Including corpses.
including corpses. corpses, and adolescent penguins.
Did you
And
know
also
the rock copper penguin can projectile shit up to 20 meters?
No, I didn't.
So
Also-
this has been our after show bird facts edition.
Also,
I think it's about time I call it.
Yeah.
No,
Please
And
do. Please.
and a
I'm
deli-
begging you.
and a deli penguin mated with the ground to completion.
Great. That's
So,
all we have time
yeah.
for tonight, folks.
I think that's everything we have time for
Now-
tonight.
now
Thank
let's
you
go
for
to-
watching.
Let's go
And-
to-
I'm gonna go. Bye. Happy birthday, I think.
We
I'm
love you, and I'm
sorry.
sorry you had to pay for this.
Congratulations, you've just been cursed with knowledge.
Jesus Christ. I hate these people so
This
much.
is actually worse than Roku's Basilisk. Thank you.
Oh.
Bye.
Oh,